You got one.
All right, what's up, y'all? Here I got my sausages, and this is what we're going to be using for bait today. I'm going to season it with some paprika and put a little bit of honey in there. All right, we are off. Hopefully today will be a good day. Probably not, but you know, who knows? Quick update, it is starting to rain, but I didn't bring my raincoat, so if it starts coming down, that's kind of going to suck. But what the? Crossing the road. Yeah, here we are, Lake Wheeler. I saw a bait and tackle shop up by the gas station. So if I run out of the sausage, I may run up there and see what they have. There's like this little pond kind of sectioned off over here, and I wonder if it's a honey hole for these catfish. Not too bad, just one guy over there, and I can probably get set up. All right, y'all, just pulled into this parking spot. I'm gonna check out the spot first and see if it's going to be a good spot to fish or not. So I'll let you guys know. Just pulling up to the spot, and look at that bird right there. Wow. There it goes. Are these rattled? No. There's something for the plants. If you know what these are, let me know. All right, just saw a little fish move right there as I'm coming up. There's a little log to sit on right here. This looks like a good spot to cast a line out. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a honey hole. I might be wrong, but we'll find out. We're gonna get the line in the water. It took me about a couple minutes to untangle my line because it got all tangled during transport, but you know, here we are. We got our bait, and we're gonna get it hooked up and get it out there. All right, so here's how we have it hooked on. Super slippery. It might come off on cast, but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to throw it too far out there, but, you know, decent enough cast to see what we can get. All right, we got our line in the water there, as you can see. One thing I like about the bait is it smells like, the smell of it is very great. So I think it's going to get some attention pretty early on. The only problem is I needed a big fish to come along and get it before the small ones pick at it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm just using like I think a 2 ounce weight, 2 or 3 ounces. I think it's 2 ounces, and then just a circle hook on the end of it. Pretty basic setup, nothing fancy. So yeah, I'll keep you updated and see if we get anything. All right, quick update. While my line's soaking, I'm coming over here and I see this big log at the end of the pond over here. Pretty cool looking tree stump that fell. I keep walking into dang spider webs, but yeah, there's some turtle around it and stuff, so pretty cool. And then over here, I might come over here later, there's a bench, perfect fishing spot. So yeah, I recommend this. There's some other people fishing. I saw a guy bring in a bass, but he lost it on land, so, or right before it got to the land. But yeah, pretty cool spot. Should probably get back to my line. I mean, nothing's really happened with it so far, but I'm probably gonna check it soon and then recast. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on the sand spike I got here. I just went to Home Depot and bought a about a 10-foot long pipe. I think it was, I forget, 2.5 inch. I forget what it was. Anyways, it's about $10, and then you can get it. And I cut it into 4 different pieces. So. And then I also had a little screw, and then screwed it in about, you know, a couple, foot, like a foot down or something. You can measure that with your rod, but pretty cool. And you can save a lot of money doing that, and you can make a lot of them. And honestly, you could probably sell them if you make them good enough. But yeah, you can save a little money as opposed to buying them at the fishing shops. Pretty easy how to do it. You just need a basic hacksaw or anything to cut the PVC. It's not really that hard. A table saw would be perfect, but I mean, I didn't have that, so yeah. I just checked the bait and it was gone. Either small fish picked at it or, you know, fell off on cast, which is a big possibility with these sausages. All right, y'all, quick update. Still have yet to get a bite or catch a fish. Saw some fishermen leave, so that's not a good sign, but maybe, you know, who knows, the fish could get active here soon. Just wanted to show you the setup one more time. Ooh, a butterfly. Whoa. Yeah, really not anything. 2 butterflies. All I'm really catching is the frickin' leaves and mud on the bottom of the water. Look at that. Should have brought a net to catch the butterflies. I mean, that's the only thing I might be catching today. I just turned around and look at what I see. A deer out in the woods. Beautiful. Unbelievable. It's not even that scared of me. I mean, I'm talking right now and it doesn't really care. Must be used to people. But yeah, look at that. Pretty cool. Trying to see how close I can get to this deer here. Maybe it'll eat the sausage. And the tip of the iceberg, a tangled rig. All right, y'all, we decided to pack it up at the last spot, and now we're at the Neuse River. That's what I've heard is good for catfish. We're fishing on this bridge. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I didn't see any signs that said I couldn't fish. So yeah, here we are. I mean, the last spot didn't really get anything. So, and then I went up to the main lake and there's people fishing, so I didn't want to go there. But yeah, here we are. We got our sausage and about to drop it down. Also, another thing was we tried to fish on one of these banks, and there's a big, I don't know if you can hear it, there's a huge construction site going on, so I couldn't get down to the bank, so here we are in the bridge.
I got one! Cut that out.
Hooked on to something here. Sausage. Look at that. First one of the day, guys. All right, y'all. I'm back home now. I did not catch another fish, but we're going to go back to that Neuse River. I think it's pretty good for catfish, so we're definitely going to check it out again. I want to fish Lake Wheeler again, too, like the actual lake part. I kind of fished that pond area, but there was no bank fishing on Lake Wheeler, so I had to go off that pier, and there was already people there, so I didn't really want to do that. But if you guys have any tips for catfishing in Raleigh, anything I was doing, like, please comment them down below. I'm trying to get better as a fisherman and all that. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.